Welcome to the chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about one more colligative property. In last class we discussed about the first colligative property, that is lowering of the vapor pressure, relative lowering of the vapor pressure, and today we are going to discuss about the elevation of the boiling point. Okay. So, elevation means there is an increase, elevation means there is an increase of the boiling point. So, when does the boiling point will going to be increase? Okay, that is nothing but the elevation of the boiling point. Then what is the, before going to elevation of the boiling point, you need to know what is boiling point. Boiling point is shortly written as BP. What is the meaning of boiling point? Boiling point is nothing but the temperature at which any substance starts to boil or the liquid starts to boil, the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equals to vapor pressure becomes equals to, this must be equals to atmospheric pressure. So, what is the definition of the boiling point? The temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equals to the atmospheric pressure. So, this is the elevation. In case of elevation, this boiling point is going to be increased. So, let us go for the concept. How does it will going to increase and derivation part. See here, we are taking a pure solvent. Here there is a pure solvent, and as you know, the pure solvent will going to form the vapors, and here the particles of the pure solvent will be there, and they have the capability, it is a volatile solvent. So, it will going to form the vapor and it will going to produce the vapor pressure. Okay. And then here I am going to add some solute to the pure solvent, some solute. We are going to add here non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent. During that time what happens? You already know that the vapors that is formed, the vapor which are forming, those becomes less, because the non-volatile solute will also going to accommodate the surface area, and here whatever the vapors are formed and those will going to exert the pressure, that is also the vapor pressure, but here vapors are less, here vapors are more. Okay. Now start boiling these two. Now start boiling the pure solvent as well as the solution, that is the binary solution. What happens? The we are telling that these two starts boiling, and then when the boiling point is measured, when its boiling point becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Let us consider there is a 1 atmospheric pressure, and here also 1 atmospheric pressure is there, and now I have started boiling these two. So, what happens? Suppose this will going to boil at around point, you can take 9 like this, it will going to boil at around 0.7, because we are added the some solute. So, what happens? Let us take the temperature of boiling for the pure solvent as TB naught, that is boiling temperature of the pure solvent or temperature of the boiling of the pure solvent, and then here I am going to take the term TB, that is the temperature of the boiling of the solution or boiling temperature of the solution. So, when you look at these two, when I am started heating of these two solutions, what happens? These will going to start boiling, and then here we are added the solute, means it takes more time to boil. It takes more time to boil because here easily these can able to form the vapor, and these vapors will going to produce the vapor pressure, and that vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. It means 0.9 is near to 1. Little boiling you are going to get that 0.9 is converting into 1 atmosphere, it means it reaches to 1 atmosphere. So, it will be the boiling point. But here it is 0.7, To reach 1 atmosphere, it takes little more time. It takes little more time. So, looking at these two, we can say that delta TB naught, that is the boiling temperature, is lesser of pure solvent has the lesser temperature as compared to the temperature, that is the boiling temperature of the solution. Okay. So, now we are talking about elevation of the boiling point. Elevation of the boiling point is nothing but delta TB. Delta TB. How much boiling temperature, that is temperature will going to be increase for boiling of the solution. So, which is largest? Delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. Delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. So, this is the elevation of the boiling point. Elevation of the boiling point. Okay. For we know that generally for a dilute solution, the elevation of the boiling point is directly proportional to molality. Elevation of the boiling point is directly proportional to molality, and this directly proportionality constant I am going to remove it by one more constant. Delta TB is equals to Kb into m, that is molality. Okay, what is Kb? Kb is called as boiling point elevation constant, or it is also called as molal or molal elevation constant, or it is also called as ebullioscopic constant. Okay. Delta TB, that is elevation in boiling point, is directly proportional to the molality, and that directly proportionality sign is removed by one more constant, that is Kb, where Kb is called as a boiling point elevation constant, or it is also called as molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. Now, let us see here what is our derivation. Delta TB is equals to Kb into small m, that is the molality. Here if we came across Kb is equals to what happens? Delta TB divided by m. Delta TB divided by m. That is if I go for the unit of the Kb, this is repeatedly asked in your examination for 1 mark, unit of Kb. Unit of Kb. See here, delta TB is nothing but elevation of the boiling point. Boiling point is measured in terms of the Kelvin, while Kelvin divided by molality. Molality means what? Number of moles of the solute dissolved in, that is mass of the solvent is taken in terms of the kg. So, here Kelvin divided by number of, that is molality is a number of moles dissolved, in kg of solvent. So, what happens if I simplify this, that is unit of Kb is Kelvin kg per mole. Kelvin kg per mole is the unit of the Kb. Clear? And then if we go for the definition of the Kb, that is ebullioscopic constant or elevation constant, boiling point elevation constant definition, say here if m is equals to 1, when molality is 1, during that time what happens? Kb is equals to delta TB. So, we can define that the ebullioscopic constant is equals to elevation in boiling point when the molality is 1. It means 1 mole of the solute. Molality 1 means what? 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Clear? The definition of the Kb, ebullioscopic constant, we can define it as the elevation in boiling point when 1 mole of the solute is dissolved in 1 kg of the solvent. Clear? So, this is the definition of the Kb, and the unit of the Kb is very important, that is Kelvin kg per mole. So, let us go for the derivation part. So, we have delta Tb is equals to Kb into m, okay, and I need to know the m means molality, m. What is the definition of the molality? Molality is the number of moles of the solute divided by mass of the solvent is taken in terms of kg. So, I will write number of moles of the solute. Solute means I am going to take N2 divided by mass of the solvent in kg, mass W, mass of the solvent 1 in kg means 1000 gram only. So, what happens here? 1000 divided by W1, okay. And again, what is the N2? Number of moles, mass divided by molar mass, mass divided by molar mass M2 into 1000 divided by W1. Am I correct? N2 is nothing but what we can say W2 by M2 into 1000 divided by W1. See here, molality, m I need to substitute. Molality definition is that number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute I am telling, so I am going to take N2 divided by mass of the solution in kg, that is mass of the solvent in kg means mass W1, Y1 solvent in kg divided by 1000 gram. So, what happens? N2 divided by W1 into 1000. Again, what is N2? Number of moles of the solute, that is number of moles is equals to mass divided by molar mass, W2 divided by M2, and 1000 and W1 terms remains as it is. So, now substitute the value here. So, delta Tb is equals to Kb into m means we have calculated W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into W1, you can take like this, okay. So, this is the elevation in boiling point, this is the elevation in boiling point. So, I need to calculate for most of your problems will be asked in order to find out the, that is mass, molar mass. So, M2 is equals to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by, here it will go here, delta Tb into W1. So, this is the derivation, this is the derivation, and here please remember the terms. Kb is the ebullioscopic constant, and then W2 is the mass of the solute, and 1000 as it is. Delta Tb is the elevation in boiling point, and W1 is the weight of the solvent, okay. And then this you need to remember, that is the value of the Kb for the value of the Kb and delta Tb, they have not, Kb directly they have given in the problem, and delta Tb that you need to calculate. How the delta Tb is calculated, that is delta Tb is equals to Tb minus Tb naught, clear. So, let us go for the graph. So, here temperature, and here it is the vapor pressure, okay. What is the definition of the boiling point? The temperature at which the vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So, I will take atmospheric pressure line here like this. This is you take 1 atmosphere or 1.013 bar. Okay. So now let us consider this one for this for solvent line and this for the solution. This line is for solvent and this line is for solution. Okay. Now solvent, here this is the point where the boiling point of the solvent occurs. It means at this point the vapor pressure of the solvent becomes equals to the atmospheric pressure. Okay. And this is the boiling point of solvent, and here the temperature which I am taking here, this is the TB naught, because it is for the solvent, pure solvent, and here whatever the line crosses here, I am taking this one line as the temperature, boiling temperature of the solution, as this curve is for the solution, and this is the point where the solution starts to boil. It means the vapor pressure of the solution becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So this is the boiling point of solution. This is the boiling point of the solution, and this is the temperature of the boiling of the solution, and TB naught is the temperature of boiling of the pure solvent, and this is nothing but delta TB, elevation in boiling point, which is nothing but TB minus TB naught. So this is how graphical representation of the that is elevation of the boiling point can be explained. So once again let us go for revision of this concept. Elevation of the boiling point means the increase in the boiling point. Commonly if I taking the pure solvent, it will going to boil at certain temperature. If I am adding some solute to the pure solvent, what happens? The boiling point will going to be increased. That is nothing but elevation of the boiling point. Okay. And this elevation of the boiling point depends upon the number of the solute particles. How many number of the solute particles you are adding, irrespective of nature of the that solute. Okay. That's why elevation of the boiling point is one of the colligative property which depends upon the number of the solute particles. Clear? So let us go for the pure solvent. It will going to form the vapor and it produces the vapor pressure. The vapor will going to exert the vapor pressure. So and I am going to add some salt, that is non-volatile solute to it. It will going to form a solution. Then we are talking about boiling point means what is the boiling point? The temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equals to the atmospheric pressure. So see here, when the pure solvent is there, its temperature of boiling is taken as a TB naught. Okay. And it very soon becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, because only pure solvent particles are there, and those will going to exert the those will going to form the vapor, and those vapors will going to exert the pressure. So during that time the boiling point will be very near or very easily reaches to the atmospheric pressure. But when we are adding some sort of the solute to it, during that time it takes a little more time to boil. So we can use the term here TB, that is temperature of the boiling for the solution. So what happens when we look at these two diagrams, we came to know that TB naught is lesser than TB. Okay. And then elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. This is the elevation of the boiling point. Generally for a dilute solution, delta TB is directly proportional to the molality. So if I remove this molality, this directly proportionality constant, we are going to get the one more constant, that is Kb. Kb is nothing but boiling point elevation constant or molar elevation constant or abeloscopic constant. Okay. And then if I go for the Kb, separate out the Kb term, you are going to get delta Tb divided by. So see here, if we go for the term Kb, Kb is equals to delta Tb by m. So let me go for the unit of the Kb. Tb is nothing but temperature, that is measured in terms of the Kelvin, and molality, that is number of moles dissolved in kg, number of moles dissolved in kg. So if we came to know that the unit of the Kb will be Kelvin kg per mole, and let me go for the definition of the Kb. So Kb is equals to delta Tb when molality is 1. Molality is 1 means the 1 mole of the solute is dissolved in 1 kg of the solvent. So Kb, the definition is, it is nothing but the elevation of the boiling point when 1 mole of the solute is dissolved in 1 kg of the solvent. And then let us come to the derivation part. Here delta Tb is equals to Kb into m, and m is nothing but number of moles of the solute divided by mass of the solvent taken in terms of kg, that is N2 divided by W1 divided by 1000 gram. And then if we simplify this, that is N2 into 1000 divided by W1, and then again N2 is nothing but, what is the value of N2 is number of moles of the solute, and that is equals to mass divided by molar mass, W2 divided by M2, and this will going to, we are going to get this expression and substitute the value of m in the above expression, and delta Tb is equals to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into W1. And finally, M2 is equals to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by delta Tb into W1, where delta Tb is equals to Tb minus Tb naught. Okay. And then if we go for the graphical representation, we are going to draw the graph of vapor pressure versus temperature. Here the pressure of the atmosphere, 1 atmosphere is taken here, and then these are the two curves, which one is for the solvent and one more is for the solution, and here is the temperature of the boiling of the pure solvent, that is Tb naught, and here is the temperature of the solution Tb, and this is the difference, that is delta Tb is nothing but elevation of the boiling point, and then here is the point where the boiling point of the solvent occurs, and here is the point where the boiling point of the solution occurs. It means the vapor pressure of the solvent and solution becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Clear? I hope so the concept is very clear for you people. And now let us go for the problem. One of the problem which is based on the boiling point, that is the elevation of the boiling point. Here the boiling point of the benzene is 353.23 Kelvin when 1.80 gram of the non-volatile solute was dissolved in 90 gram of the benzene. It means they have given the solute and solvent. In 90 gram benzene, they have added 1.80 gram of the non-volatile solute, and then when we add this, there is a boiling point will going to be raised to the 354.11 Kelvin, and calculate the molar mass of the solute. What is the molar mass of the solute they have asked, and Kb value for the benzene is given. So let me write what are the given terms here. The boiling point of the benzene, that is pure solvent Tb naught is equals to 353.23 Kelvin. Okay. And then here it will going to raise, the boiling point is raised to 354. It means that is the boiling temperature of the solution, 354.11 Kelvin. These two are given. I need to calculate delta Tb. Delta Tb is equals to Tb minus Tb naught. Tb minus Tb naught. Okay. And then you can substitute the terms here, and again whatever they have given, when 1.80, that is W2. 1 is for the solvent, 2 is for the solute. So 1.80 gram W2, and then W1, that is weight of the solvent. What is the weight of the solvent? 90 gram. And then they have given the value of Kb, that is Kb is 2.53 Kelvin kg per mole. Okay. So what I need to calculate? I need to calculate M2. I need to calculate M2. So we know the formula that M2 is equals to Kb into W2 into 1000, okay, divided by delta Tb into W1, delta Tb into W1. M2 is nothing but that is the molar mass of the solute, that only we need to calculate. So, Kb value is given 2.53, okay, and then W2 that is 1.80 into 1000 as it is, divided by delta Tb, that is delta Tb is nothing but Tb minus Tb naught, that is 354.11 minus 353.23, okay, into W1. W1 is also given, that is 90. So, by substituting all the values, if you simplify this, you are going to get the value of M2 as 57.5, and as it is molar mass, gram per mole is the unit. The unit is very important. If you are missing the unit, means you are going to lose 1 marks. Okay. So, whatever they have given, Tb naught value is given, Tb is given, and delta Tb is calculated by using these two, and Tb minus Tb naught will going to give you delta Tb, W1 is given, W2 is given, Kb is given. Only the thing you need to calculate M2. We have the formula M2 is equals to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by delta Tb into W1, and substitute the all respective values. Finally, you are going to get the molar mass of the solute, and the unit is gram per mole. So, further colligative property we are going to explain in our next class. Okay. Thank you.